Guys, if we thought #1 South Carolina looked good in the first round, they took it up a whole other notch to a new level in the second round with a convincing defeat of #8 seed UNC 88-41. It was a defensive and offensive clinic, but the defense was especially stifling. They held UNC below 24% shooting from the field, which is absolutely mind-boggling. Cass, 7 players scored 8 points or more for South Carolina. I mean, what are you seeing in the Gamecocks' depth?
Yeah, in the first quarter of a second-round game, Dawn Staley went 9 deep. That's incredible. You know, you've talked a lot over the last few days about how a lot of benches are sometimes 6 or 7 players. That's who you trust. She went 9 deep in a second-round game against a team that almost beat them this year, and they all packed the stat sheet. Points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals. By the end of the game, it was so well balanced that most players are shooting around 50%.
Yeah, talking percentages, the team shot 45% from 3, Ice. How important is the 3 ball going to be for South Carolina's run in this tournament?
Well, I think it's huge. I mean, a couple of years ago, they're getting to Final Fours, and we're saying, man, if they had shooters, they would have won a championship. And so I think Dawn Staley went and re-upped. What's so important to me, though, is the team shot 45%. But the main 3-point shooters were 9 of 16. Malaysia Fuwali knocked down 4. Tahina Pau knocked down 2. And then Tessa Johnson came down. She was 3 of 3 and then had missed one towards the end of the game. But I just think when you've got this 3-headed monster of shooters, and then you have Camila Cardoso inside and company. I mean, we could go on and on about the depth like you mentioned, but I think the 3-point ball is so important to them because it opens up those driving lanes. It opens up the post touches. Like, you have to pick your poison, and anyone you pick is going to be wrong.
Yes, and you know, coming off of last season, we knew South Carolina had defense. That was a given, right? But the offensive depth, their added 3-point shooting, that's what everybody's been talking about as what could take them over the hump to another championship. South Carolina looking like a well-oiled machine right now on both ends of the court as they head to their 14th Sweet 16, and that's 10 straight.